I'd like to talk about Bryan. Talk about being tough. Bryan Watson. Everybody call him Bugsy. I call him Bryan. I read in the paper Don Brennan's call. I did not know he died until I read it in the paper in the Sun. And he was a tough guy, I'll tell you, boy. You know, he played 16 years in the NHL. And he played for Detroit. I mean, Canadians. I think he was with Canadians. And he tried coaching. And coaching, everybody think, coaching is pretty easy. You know, you change lines. And coaching is a lot harder. And I think he lasted 18 games with Edmonton. And then he bought a bar, and he said, "That's it for me. Got out of hockey." But I remember, I played.
You've had a few run-ins with him, haven't you?
I did. I played. I coached. I coached against him, and I played against him. And I remember. I'm going to tell a story again. That he wasn't very big, eh? He weighed about 180 pounds. He was about 5'11", but he had big long arms. I remember he had long arms. So anyhow, this is the story. And this is a pretty good story. I think it is anyhow. It was 5-1. I think the score was 5-1, and I hadn't played. And that was the year I hurt my knee in the training camp, and we had such a defense that I couldn't get on to play.
So you were playing in Rochester.
I was playing for Rochester Americans. We were playing in Quebec, and he was playing for Quebec, and he was really doing a number in front of the net of forwards. So I hadn't played a shift, and Crozier benches Al Arbor, who was a Hall of Famer, and in the National Hockey League, and puts me on. Well, I know, he puts me on left wing. So I go up and stand in front of the net, and I knew Bugsy, and he gave it to me just the same way. He heart of a lion, and we had a pretty good goal. And I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this as long as I live. The French girls, when they used to put the makeup on, they used to have French. It was like a bottle. They used to have 3 or 4 bottles, and somebody threw. I never forgot this. He threw a package at me or something with bottles inside, and it hit me on the shoulder. And I picked it up and I threw it, and it went like that. And it was a great big television guy, great big guy. He was 6'4". And I remember he kind of bald, and it hit him right dead center, right between the eyes. I think he's dead, and he fell. And boy, did I get it in the paper the next day.
Because I remember that, because you say you hit a cameraman, because it was on TV.
No, he was on camera. He was a TV guy, but
but that game was on TV.
It was televised.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I can remember watching it. And
that was a biggie back then.
That was big. We had a hockey game on TV.
I guess that's why he put me on.
But that's just the beginning, right?
Yeah. So he threw it up and hit him right between the eyes. And boy, did he get it! I get it in the papers the next day. He was with his daughter. Supposing that hit his daughter. I didn't mean to hit anybody. I don't know what I was stupid. And I remember the next day. Believe this or not, Crozier. I had to. The reporters and I were waiting for us to come in, so I came in I had to buy a ticket. What a stupid guy. I mean, how stupid can I be amongst all these French guys up in there? They could have killed me.
So Crozier made you buy a ticket?
I actually bought a ticket to get into the game. How stupid.
Well, why wouldn't he?
I don't know.
Well, he didn't let you
Were you suspended or something? Or
no, I was going to get suspended, but
you were a player, and he made you.
I had 2 great fights. I'll tell you about the other one later with Kiki Morrison.
Didn't you guys go at it in the penalty box?
No, I think that was Kiki Morrison.
Oh, I thought I
did that with Kiki Morrison. Anyhow, I hit this guy between the eyes, and I thought he was dead. I said, I'm in the room, and I thought this was heavy. I said, I think I've killed a guy. And luckily, he lived. Get it right between the eyes. How did we get? Oh, yeah, Bugsy. So Bugsy, he didn't get suspended or anything, and I ended up getting. I don't think I got suspended that game. I got suspended. Didn't matter anyhow. I wasn't playing anyhow. Well, that was what Bryan Watson. I had a fight with him, and I coached against him. And I'll tell you one thing, boy. He wasn't very big, but he had the heart of a lion, and he never backed down. He reminded me of that guy. In the fight. What was his name again?
Chris Montino.
Boy, oh boy. That's the kind of guys that's what the Leafs should have. more guys like him.